All right, what's going on, Conscious Crew? Happy Tuesday. Hope you guys are well. It is a lot going on everywhere, girl. There's a lot going on everywhere, child. This is not going to be a very long live. I'm just coming through to give you guys some updates because you guys know things are updating by the day, by the second, by the hour as it relates to Jay-Z, and now as it relates to P. Diddy, and now Jay-Z, but also Tony Buzbee, baby. It's a whole entire ish show. Before we get into the thick of this, go ahead and thumbs up the video until it's absolutely stuck. Y'all know the king has been hanging for y'all, baby. The content been content, and maybe we've been just busting it down the middle, baby. Okay, just nice piece of content creating these days. Make sure that you guys are thumbing up the video. When you guys are coming in, you guys know that thumbing up is single-handedly one of the most important things you could ever do here on this platform. Thumbing up not only helps the YouTube algorithm, but more importantly, it triggers up YouTube notification system. All right, so thumbs up, so we can bust open the algorithm. Also, shout out to all the new companies. We're on our way to 51K. Couldn't do this without you guys. I love this for you and I, especially toward the end of the year. This is a great Christmas gift. It's to get the platform to 51K and climbing, baby. Okay, it's been our year. Next year is going to be an even bigger, more prosperous year for us. Last but not least, please share the stream out to wherever it is you have digital community. Whether that be your Facebook, your Snapchat, your MySpace, the dark side of Twitter, Tumblr, or your personal OF. I don't really give a damn where you lay the lane. Just let them whores know that we're loud, we're live, and we are certainly in color. And with no further ado, babies, let's go ahead. Wear that, and push on through.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, what's going on, Conscious Crew? Just received some interesting news and a separate litigation going on, girl. It is a lot going on, you guys. We probably gonna end up talking about it too. I don't know. We'll figure it all out. But let me speak to everybody coming into the sanctuary on this old nasty piece of Tuesday. What's going on, Lotus Flower? Hey Boo, hey Yolanda. What's going on, Bree? Hey Ian Gardner. Hey Star. Hey Saint Marquise. What's going on, Quayshawn? Hey Alexa. What's going on, Angelica? What's going on, Miss Adams? Hey, Janie. What's going on, Ariel? And the downfall begins. I feel even if Jay-Z is innocent, the publicity is going to cause him to lose a lot of business deals and partnerships. Absolutely. What's going on, A. Chantel? Hey, Homebody. Hey, Shelia. Hey, Bill. Hey, Adora. Hey, Homebody. Hey, Andre. What's going on, Coda? Hey, Sexy Nexa. What's going on, Kiwana? Hey, Lady T. Hey, y'all. All right, you guys. There's a lot going on. Everybody love to blow me up while I'm live, girl. It's a lot going on. CTV, are you creating your Twitch today? I will be creating it. I don't know which day exactly, but it'll be done definitely before the end of the week. That's for sure. You know, it's so much just going on. But yeah, it'll definitely be Twitch and Rumble will be created before the end of the week is out. And you know, I'll definitely be letting you guys know when that's done, so y'all can follow me over there. And yeah, we can get to some rumbling and some twitching, baby, because we about to colonize the hell out of 2025. All right. Okay, y'all. So we got some updates as it relates to everything going on with Diddy and going on with Miss Jay-Z. All right. First and foremost, let's start, I guess, on the lighter end, which really ain't no part of this that's really light, baby. All of it is really crazy and bucketed in wild and just wrapped up in bizarreness, girl. Y'all know Jamie Foxx, okay? Jamie Foxx ass. Hold on, let me move this out the way real quick. Hold on. All right, make sure this good. Hold on. Y'all know Jamie Foxx ass was reported to have had a Netflix special where he was going to allegedly finally speak on his whole mystery medical scare, girl. It was just as mysterious as TD Jake's medical crisis, just as mysterious as Albie Shore's medical crisis, just as mysterious as Kim Porter's medical crisis that led to her fatality. All right, you guys know that Jamie Foxx last year was all messed up in the hospital. He had to stop filming one of his movies. There was all this silence. There was all this redacting of statements. And then there was a weird movie about him being cloned that followed the aftermath. And then he kind of got out here, but he wasn't saying anything. And it was just a lot. It was a lot going on. Now, you guys know at the time, the allegations were that Diddy had allegedly poisoned Jamie Foxx while he was on set. A little bit of context here is that Jamie Foxx actually is one of the original cameramen for Diddy as it relates to these $1 million, $50 million extravaganzas that he would throw annually. And Jamie Foxx not only would record all the ins and the outs of all the celebrities coming into these parties, coming into these high-end Illuminati-ass parties, but he also kept tabs and would have a makeshift guest book that he would make all of the celebrities, all of the attendees sign so that they can chronicle and document everybody who was coming in, and everybody from Ashton Kutcher to Demi Moore. I mean, Jamie Foxx is seen in interviews all around social media. You can pull clips of Jamie Foxx just talking about traveling around with Diddy in the earlier parts of his own career as a comedian and actor, and just filming all of this crazy shit that was going on around Diddy and these parties. And you guys know I have played a lot of that content in those footages here on the platform. Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody coming in, all right? So when Jamie Foxx went down, baby, like a falling star from the midnight sky, everybody said it's Diddy, it's Diddy, it's Diddy, it's Diddy, it's Diddy. But Jamie Foxx has been rather silent about what the tea is. Well, apparently, during a filming of the Netflix special, a part of his comedy routine actually involves, I guess, playing around with these conspiracies that Diddy poisoned him, courtesy of the Jasmine brand. Jamie Foxx had some fun addressing wild internet conspiracies in his latest Netflix comedy special. The Oscar-winning actor tackled rumors that hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs was somehow behind his near-death experience last year, joking, quote, "The internet said Puffy was trying to unalive me. That's what the internet was saying. I know what you're thinking, Diddy? Question mark." Fox then threw a playful reference to Diddy's infamous freak-off events and added, quote, "Hell no, I left those parties early. I was out by 9 p.m. because something didn't look right. It's slippery in there." All right, so Jamie Foxx, all of a sudden now, before the Diddy indictments, before the Diddy arrest, was so braggadocious about being Diddy's right-hand man, being all up in the nooks and crevices and inner courts of these parties. And just like bald-head-ass Cat Williams, Jamie Foxx, too, is pulling it back a few notches, acting like, well, I was outside the club. I wasn't at the table. Now, all of a sudden, baby, everybody, before the Diddy indictments, who just knew they had a Diddy cosign, baby, okay, who loved the clout chase off of Diddy, baby. They love them photo ops, baby. They love them personal invites. All of a sudden now, from Ashton Kutcher, who done ran silent, Justin Bieber, who done ran silent, Usher, who done ran silent, baby. Everybody now is on a hush-hush and acting like they just wasn't that close, baby. When you can find trillions of interviews and articles of these people, baby, talking big up about Diddy. Now, nobody see no evil. They hear no evil. Nonetheless, the blog goes on to say that while Foxx was cracking jokes, the rumors he addressed weren't entirely baseless. As reported, Diddy is currently facing serious legal trouble. The music mogul is awaiting trial set for May 2025 on federal charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. According to reports, he accused of coercing women and men into participating in sex parties, and prosecutors say police found items linked to these alleged events, such as drugs and over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant during raids at Diddy's properties in LA and Miami earlier this year. As for Fox's health scare, he also clarified in his stand-up that his 2023 hospitalization was due to a brain bleed that resulted in a stroke and was not the result of an assassination attempt by Diddy. As he recalled the experience, Foxx took one more jab at Diddy and stated, quote, "Your life doesn't flash before your face. It was kind of oddly peaceful. I saw the tunnel. I didn't see the light. I was in that tunnel, though. It was hot in that tunnel. Shit, am I going to the wrong place in that motherfucker?" You probably was, Jamie. No lies told. Foxx jokingly added, "Because I looked at the end of the tunnel and I thought I saw the devil. Like, come on. Or is that just Puff Daddy?" I'm fucking around. What do you guys think of Jamie Foxx comedy special? Yeah, this ain't do Jamie Foxx no service. You guys know I was swapping between, I was much less pressed on the Diddy allegation. I more so thought that the Carisha 19 juice was the problem. Okay, remember that's when there were a lot of censorship going on around the juice that the government was forcing everybody to take, presented as an old nasty cure that wasn't really a cure. It was actually sending people to the grave. It was driving people out of their minds. It was fucking up people's health. It was just debilitating folk. And apparently Jamie Foxx had to allegedly get juiced while working on set of said movie, because that's when restrictions were backlifting, but you know, some corporations, some entities were still reinforcing being juiced. Okay, and I thought it was very plausible that Jamie Foxx experienced massive side effects from being juiced. All right, so I still don't think that Jamie Foxx is being authentic. I don't think he's being transparent. I don't think he's being honest, because if this was a simple brain bleed that led to a stroke, what the fuck was all the secrecy about? What was all the pussy popping about? What was all of the codedness about? What was all of it about? Why couldn't he talk? Why couldn't he say then what he's saying now? If there were no issues, because remember, the other allegation was that he had been cut a check by Big Pharma to shut up about the adverse effects of that old nasty piece of juice that he had inside of him. Okay, because of his celebrity status, had he came out and told the real story, the real situation, it would have had major implications, major impact. It would have created public hysteria. All right, so the rumors were that not big tech child, that Big Pharma was galvanizing around his goddamn deathbed, baby. That's why, you remember at that time, it was being alleged that all type of lawyers and shit were assembling around Jamie Foxx, the daughter and everything. Like, they had his ass very tight knit, but we just kept hearing about lawyers were in and out of the hospital room, in and out of the hospital, etc., girl. And it's because all type of deals were being cut as it relates to Jamie Foxx maintaining confidentiality around what the tea was, girl. And I, for me, truly believe that that is the damn case. So Jamie Foxx is still making light of situations, but you know what? He probably received a healthy check in the millions. So he's going to be quiet, even though I feel like a situation of that magnitude, you know, nobody should be able to buy your integrity. You know, this is a matter of public safety at this damn point. And I want him to tell the truth and to whistleblow his ass off, because a lot of people have that shit in their body and it has changed their life. Over 50% of our military has been disabled, have all type of cancers, all type of tumors, all type of blood issues, all type of menstrual issues, all type of cognitive issues, baby. You know, medical doctors are saying that we won't even have a functioning military in the next 5 years, which is why in Project 2025, MAGA's America wants to bring back drafting and wants to make and subject children of the public school system qualified to be drafted into the military. Okay, they're going to have to find a way to replace our military, because everybody who was subjected in that motherfucker to that juice, baby, is nasty work. We have already, I showed y'all all the receipts around all of that too. I don't know what video that was. It might have been in one of them Jamie Foxx updates around that damn time, but we got into the thick of that stuff, girl. But I'm telling you, it's some deep, deep shit. It's all fucking connected. It's all a part of the new world order. It's all a part of this new dark-sided ass government, baby. And politicians, celebrities, the powers that be. Open your first. Hold on, y'all. I can't believe everybody is blowing me up like this, throwing me off my. I'm gonna have to start just putting my phone on silent, child. Everybody just be blowing me up. I can't even turn this thing off. Okay, so, oh my God. Girl, it's like something. It's like when I become unavailable, that's when the universe just slingshots me into everybody's spirit. Like, I all of a sudden need CTV. I all of a sudden need him just randomly. Like, once CTV gets preoccupied and focus his energy and consciousness on something, that's when the spirit just wanna just step out into the hallway and say, everybody go run up on CTV ass. I don't know what type of damn letter, what type of damn memo goes out into people's soul, baby. This is just ridiculous. Hold on. Let me turn this off, child. All right. So, all of that, Greer. Now, moving along. You guys know that the lawsuit that has brought Jay-Z under legal fire and accused Jay-Z of raping a woman who was 13 years old at the time, following the Video Music Awards in the year 2000. Well, that lawsuit has been amended to include Jay-Z, which is why Jay-Z went ahead and sued Tony Buzbee, who we're going to get to in a little bit, for extortion, etc. Well, not only is Mr. Carter's attorneys responding to this amended complaint, but also Mr. Combs and his legal team are very much so responding to hold on, y'all. You gotta send it via Insta. Okay. Diddy's attorneys have responded to said amended complaint as well, and this is what the attorney had to say, courtesy of Sweet Tea, the blog. All right, the amended complaint and the recent extortion lawsuit against Mr. Buzbee exposes his barrage of lawsuits against Mr. Combs for what they are: shameless publicity stunts designed to extract payments from celebrities who fear having lies spread about them, just as lies have been spread about Mr. Combs. As his legal team has said before, Mr. Combs has full confidence in the facts and the integrity of the judicial process. In court, the truth will prevail that Mr. Combs never actually assaulted or trafficked anyone, man or woman, adult or minor. Now, I don't know whether Diddy's attorneys' words are going to come back to haunt them. They probably should only speak matter of a fact when they have facts to back up their client's innocence, and probably should not try to use each case as a way to imply that Diddy is factually innocent as it relates to all the allegations and claims against him, because we do know that male prostitutes from Diddy's camps have stepped in, escorts, sex workers, that there are freak off tapes that the feds have already stated that they have in their custody as a result of these male escorts who have come forward in exchange for a plea deal to not face any criminal prosecution. On these tapes is Diddy and other high-profile men indulging in sextivity and illegal narcotic behavior, girl. So, yeah, I would be more intentional in my language if I were Diddy's attorneys. But as always, they are citing that Diddy is innocent. Now, these are the same attorneys who said the same thing about Diddy before the infamous 2016 Cassie hotel footage drop. All right, my client is innocent, blah 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 blah, and then innocent turned into that nigga apologizing and talking about how he was in a dark place and he was so traumatized and he had to get help and he had to get counseling. Okay, so at this point, Diddy attorneys responding to anything is practically a joke. However, just to give them a little bit, like all things, of course, everything that is going to be alleged regarding Diddy is not going to be true, because we know that when it comes to especially the sensationalism of cases and claims about celebrities, you not only take on real life victims, but also it attracts the grifters. It attracts those who are just lying for the sake of clout, the sake of lying for the sake of money. And attorneys also join in on the bandwagon to get a payday as well. So you really have to sift through the facts and really sift through each individual situation. All right. Now that's Diddy's attorney's response. Now, speaking of response, 50 Cent spoke to Big Boy, all right, radio jock, about what he believes will be the impact on Jay-Z amid these allegations of grape. So check out what 50 Big Back Cent had to say, child.
You're going into the Jay-Z thing. Yeah. So recently we just saw, which I can't. We look at the accusations, and we're going to get to Diddy as well, but you look at the accusations, and there's an accusation about Jay-Z and Diddy and a teenager, 13-year-old teenager. Right. And we were speaking about just the statement. Right. The statement, you were saying you felt like that was calculated.
That was, the statement is something from, you can tell it was written by a lawyer. But there's a point where he kind of gets aggressive. He says, like, you're going to find out, like how I'll handle this. Like, and that's an attorney want to be combative with another attorney. That's not like the publicist wouldn't say those things. Yeah.
When you see things like this, Fifth, and there's times when, like, I saw this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And this is on your put that up. Yeah, this is on. Yeah, it says I don't know what's going on, but are we still going to have the Super Bowl? I'm just asking for a friend.
Yeah, I'm asking for Kendrick. I'm just trying to figure out if we're still doing everything the way. Because they will fall back. The NFL, they won't necessarily be associated to that.
Right. Why do you not insert yourself, but you're on top of every topic, right?
Yeah. I'm just watching. I'm participating. I'm being part of culture. I'm just taking my opinion.
Right.
Look,
because you're part of the culture.
Like I can't say anything now. I'm out of it. I'm like I'm going to Dre's studio and just sit with Dre a little.
Right.
And then maybe I stay out of trouble.
You're going into the Jay-Z thing.
Yeah.
So
all right. So 50 Cent believes that, baby, it's going to be a rinse and wash, that more than likely NFL is going to cut his ties with Jay-Z, considering how conservative the NFL likes to act like it is, considering that they tried to stir up this whole controversy behind Beyonce performance and Black Panthers and Kaepernick and all this and all that, girl. More than likely, we will see a severing of ties, at least temporary, until Jay-Z clears this officially, which is why Jay-Z is motioning for the courts to expedite a hearing so they can resolve this immediately, because this man got businesses at stake, all right? And he can't afford to be suffering any type of financial penalties due to things that are untrue on top of that, all right? Now, if we don't see penalty come to Jay-Z, what we now will know, baby, is that Jay-Z is a very unique asset. A very unique asset, baby, to systems, to institutions, and that this goes a little bit deeper than just being a celebrity who has social equity that can benefit any corporation that endorses you. I'm talking about maybe, baby, I'm talking about some possible Freemason immunity. There's going to be I'm going to have a lot of interesting questions if Jay-Z is not cut from the NFL. I also don't believe that anybody should per se be canceled before they are rendered guilty. However, I understand that corporations cannot afford to fuck up their brands waiting on shit to be cleared, because brands are going to suffer in real time. So, you know, they have to, as personal contractors with these public figures, they got to cut ties immediately to salvage their shit, okay? Because these celebrities oftentimes have a personal contract of a few months, a few years with a company. A company is not going to sit back and attempt to, you know, be some down ass bitch for a public figure who they're just grifting off of and who they're going to dispose of at the end of the day for an even more famous one later on anyway. You know, too many celebrities are a dime a dozen. There are too many people with major social equity for the NFL to grift off of. Will they take a chance on being potentially injured just to keep Jay-Z ass around? But if they do, what does that mean? What does that mean? All right. And yes, I also feel like 50 Cent is particularly, I don't know, 50 Cent is interesting, right? Because there are lots of claims against 50 Cent for abuse, for rape, etc. at the hands of ex-girlfriends and women, etc. girls. So I don't know whether 50 Cent is like, okay, baby, the block is way too hot, bitch. Okay, this is different than just an allegation, honey. People ended up sued. People already done been indicted. People ass getting locked up. So I don't know, but the 50 Cent is trying to take it easy. He ain't trying to say a little bit too much, baby. He ain't trying to be too funny, roasty with it, baby, because he don't need nobody looking at his ass as the next lick, all right? Because y'all already predicting, baby, that his ass is next, child. So hopefully we ain't got to put 50 Cent eventually on the sick and shut-in list with Jay-Z and P. Diddy ass, all right? Now, speaking of the sick and shut-in list, girl, somebody please go tell Tony Buzbee he gonna need to be in some type of witness protection program, girl, because I just got a feeling that somebody gonna lose their life in all this. I just got a weird feeling, girl. Something real bizarre just gonna take place, girl. We're gonna see some type of deletion. I don't know whether it's at the hands of one of the grand jury members, one of these accusers, one of these attorneys, hell, even one of these defendants, the celebrities, but I just got this interesting feeling that things gonna get interesting, girl. And y'all know Rock Nation don't play, girl. Y'all been accusing Rock Nation of putting Tory Lanez ass behind bars. Y'all done accuse Rock Nation fucking over Onika Minaj, Lil Weezy F, baby. I mean, y'all been giving a lot of props to the power, you know, both the public, social, and the legal power of Rock Nation. And I don't know how experienced Tony Buzbee is or isn't, baby, but he's going up against a very powerful entity. But Tony Buzbee has also clapped back at Jay-Z's claims and Jay-Z's lawsuit that he is being extorted and he is being blackmailed. This is what Tony Buzbee had to say in response. The New York Times contacted me to ask for my response to rapper Jay-Z's allegation that I tried to extort and blackmail him. My response is pretty straightforward. No one has made any threats. Jay-Z's assertions are bogus and laughable. Instead, our firm sent a standard demand letter seeking a mediation on behalf of a woman who alleges Jay-Z actually assaulted her as a minor. The letter was vetted and approved by our client, whose preference was to attempt resolution short of filing a lawsuit. This approach is common in these type of cases. What you are seeing played out now is a coordinated and desperate effort to focus the public's attention on me personally to avoid attention on the allegations being made by my clients. This effort has included harassing my family and colleagues and even offering former clients money to sue me, which Tony Buzbee is being sued now. This is the third lawsuit that's been filed against him as of last night by a former client, all right? So is he telling the truth, or is he just trying to coangle the goddamn narrative here to shift blame and to distract from his own grifty behavior, all right? You guys, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. He goes on to finish, when an alleged perpetrator behaves in this manner, wildly asserting that a basic demand letter is extortion and aggressively using the media to attack the opposing lawyer, while at the same time ignoring the allegations being made by the alleged victim, it reminds me of a famous line from Shakespeare, quote, "The lady doth protest too much, methinks." That's some real white language. We intend to address all of these issues with the court in due course. Let me be clear. We will not be bullied or intimidated by these shenanigans, and our clients won't be silenced. Now, Tony Buzbee kind of misspoke here, y'all. All right, he claims that Jay-Z is ignoring the allegations. He's not, baby. He's on your client's ass, baby. Okay, he already done motion to courts to drag her identity out into the public, release Di's name. Okay, he already done sued the shit out of your ass. His lawyers are pressing on the courts to expedite the case, and he's even encouraged your client to pursue a criminal case against him, because somebody who's done what your client is accusing him of doing deserves to be in prison, right? Somebody using their wealth and their means and their nose to abuse individuals, particularly children, is not somebody who should be able to mediate out of court and go on with their freedom and liberty, but potentially use those freedoms and liberties to continue to prey on young people. That person deserves to be locked down and put away and chained up under the worst federal penitentiaries, right? So Jay-Z ain't in no way, sugar, ignoring the damn thing, baby, okay? He on y'all ass, honey. He on y'all ass. And I'm going to be honest, it is refreshing to see a public figure not backing down, not being intimidated by anybody they feel is extorting them, willing to drag the matter out into the open, which is what I want to also see in the TD Jakes case. I don't want to see TD Jakes settle out of court. I want to see him confront Dwayne Youngblood head on. I want to finally see some verdicts. I want to see some grand juries. I want to see some trials. I want to see some thorough investigation, baby. I want to see shit that of the level of a MJ investigation. It's time for some truth so that truth can prevail. A lot of these settlements and mediations are just leaving things just as murky and blurry as the situation in and of itself, okay? I'm ready for some hardcore truth, some hardcore separating the wheat from the motherfucking tare. I'm tired of all this ambiguity. I'm tired of all this middle ground. Hey, Sister Craft, I'm tired of all this middle shit because it leaves too much to still speculate on. So I'm ready to see folk, baby, see your ass in court, honey, all right? So that's what Tony Buzbee had to say in his defense. Now, speaking of Tony Buzbee, let me tell you something, baby. Jay-Z is on Tony's wrinkles, girl. Jay-Z got his big 17-inch foot on top of Tony Buzbee's wrinkles, girl. On the wrinkles. Because Jay-Z's lawyer, Alex Spiro, alleges that an anonymous woman has come forward and alleged that Tony's law firm dropped her as a client for refusing to fabricate claims about being drugged and assaulted. Let's go on over to Megan Cuniff, girl, old nasty piece of journalist, who pulled up the court docs regarding this anonymous woman, child. They put an old nasty reverse Uno on Tony, like, okay, you want to do anonymous, baby? We got anonymous too, baby. Okay, you threatened to find other people to falsely accuse me of shit. Okay, baby, we done found folk who got problems with you. What's up, baby? Jay-Z ass is matching energy, blow for blow. This is kind of iconic. This is like some Avengers type shit, baby. This is like some Iron Man versus Thanos type shit, baby. Who's gonna get the last Infinity Stone in this whole situation? All right, 4 hours ago, Megan Cuniff presented the declaration from one of Carter's lawyers, okay, that somewhat ironically says the woman wants to remain anonymous because she fears retaliation from Buzbee. Now, remember, Anthony, aka Tony Buzbee, is already being sued by a former client for assault. All right. So apparently, girl, Tony Buzbee is real aggressive, child. But here's our declaration. Let's go ahead and read. Mary Henderson swear under penalty of perjury pursuant of, you see that, I am an associate with the law firm of Quinn Emanuel Hart and Sullivan LLP, attorneys for defendant Sean Carter, and I submit this declaration in support of Mr. Carter's motion to deny plaintiff's motion to proceed anonymously. On December 9th, I spoke by telephone with a female adult resident of the state of Texas whose name is known to me. Another adult whose full name is known to me was a witness to the conversation. The information contained in this declaration is an accurate summary of the information provided to me by this woman on December 9th of 2024. Namely that, one, in early October of 2024, this woman saw coverage of attorney Anthony Buzbee's press conference regarding allegations of trafficking and abuse by Sean Combs and submitted a brief outline of trafficking exploitation events via a Buzbee law firm website online submission form. Two, the woman spoke with 3 members of Mr. Buzbee's firm and provided details regarding her experience as a victim of trafficking by celebrities entirely unrelated to Mr. Combs or to Jay-Z, and she was told that they would take on her representation. 3, y'all thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. After detailing her experiences to an attorney at Mr. Buzbee's firm, he pressed for a connection to Mr. Combs, asking, quote, at what point did you meet Diddy? Even though she made it clear that her case was unrelated to Puff Daddy. Mr. Buzbee's firm pressed for this woman to pursue a civil case as an anonymous Doe plaintiff, even though she never raised proceeding anonymously as a possibility and questioned doing so after it was heavily suggested to remain doing so, even though she was not interested in remaining anonymous at the time. So far what we got here, girl, is a woman who had been trafficked and violated by celebrities unrelated to the stuff going on with Diddy, the stuff going on with Jay-Z, sought Tony Buzbee's law firm for representation regarding her case against those unrelated celebrities. And because Tony Buzbee was now specializing in running down on P. Diddy and seemed to be familiar and know what he was doing as it relates to taking on cases against high-profile individuals, she thought he could help her in her litigations against other celebrities. Once again, unrelated to Jay-Z, unrelated to Sean Carter. However, once she ended up in conversation with paralegals and lawyers at the Buzbee law firm, they tried to coerce her ass into framing a Diddy connection. They tried to get her also to proceed anonymously. She was going to initially take her own experience with celebrities unrelated to Diddy, unrelated to Jay-Z, and she was going to be outside. She wanted her identity known, her name known, etc. But Tony Buzbee's firm was wanting her to proceed anonymously and then wanting her to proceed in falsehood against Jay-Z and Mr. Puff Daddy. When the woman brought up wanting to go to law enforcement with her allegations, members of Buzbee firm informed her that going to law enforcement was not encouraged. After not hearing from Mr. Buzbee's firm for weeks, during which the woman tried to contact the firm multiple times, she spoke again with a member of the firm who pressed her to confirm false details regarding her experiences as a victim, including that she was drugged, held down, pushed, and physically assaulted. She felt directed and coached by Mr. Buzbee's firm to say that someone held her down and put drugs in her mouth when that was not her experience. She felt forced to lie. When the woman made clear she was unwilling to adapt to the narrative Mr. Buzbee's firm laid out and wanted only to speak her truth, that she was dropped as a client and told that Mr. Buzbee's firm was unwilling to represent her any longer. She felt as though once she had expressed that she was not a coachable victim, she was officially dismissed. This woman shared this information because she felt the conduct of Mr. Buzbee's firm, specifically to encourage lies, discredits those who are legitimate victims. Go ahead now, sis. This woman expressed that she fears retaliation from Mr. Buzbee's firm if she shares her true identity or signs her name to a declaration in this case at the time. I declare under the penalty of perjury that the foregoing statements are true and correct, executed in LA, California on the 10th day of December. Girl. Wow, you guys. So this woman is wanting her identity concealed, okay? Initially, girl, she was outside, ready to take on her personal case against celebrities unrelated to Jay-Z, unrelated to Diddy. But after seeing how corrupted an alleged law firm is and how lawyers actually can be representatives of the damn devil, and now knowing how unintegral Tony Buzbee allegedly is, she fears that he will retaliate against her socially, maybe even physically. Once again, Tony Buzbee is being sued for assault right now by a former client. And because this woman did not comply with the agenda against Jay-Z and the agenda in this case against Diddy, she fears that there will be immense possible repercussions, and she's not in a position to necessarily shield herself from any potential repercussions of not being in agreement with this plot that is thickening against Diddy and against Jay-Z. So she wants anonymity, okay, to avoid injury. Now, Megan also posted another letter. It's a new letter from Jay-Z's lawyer in the great lawsuits that says a woman contacted his office about her experience with Tony Buzbee. All right, let's check out this letter here. All right. Dear Honorable Judge Torres, on December the 8th of 2024, plaintiff filed an amended complaint naming my client, Sean Carter, as a defendant in this lawsuit. On December the 9th of 2024, we filed a motion seeking to have the court decline to permit the plaintiff in this case to proceed anonymously. Okay, so they're trying to, once again, motion the plaintiff of the lawsuit to come out of hiding, honey. She to expose herself so that Jay-Z can adequately defend himself. He can't defend himself against a goddamn phantom. As noted in that motion, plaintiff's attorney, Anthony Buzbee, has engaged in a campaign to leverage unfounded and heinous allegations against celebrities to secure large settlements. He seeks neither justice nor peace for his victims. He seeks only to benefit himself. On the afternoon of December 9th of 2024, after we submitted the motion and accompanying exhibits, our offices received outreach via phone call and email from an individual who provided her name to us, though wishes to remain anonymous. Mary Henderson spoke to this woman, who informed Ms. Henderson that she had previously reached out to the Buzbee law firm with respect to allegations of trafficking and abuse unrelated to Jay-Z and Diddy. The Buzbee firm representatives with whom she spoke asked the woman when she met Diddy, even though her account did not relate to Mr. Combs at all. My phone is like really going ham. And I done lost my damn spot. Hold y'all. Members of the Buzbee firm encouraged this woman to pursue her claims anonymously, even though she did not have any interest in doing so. When the woman raised wanting to talk to law enforcement, she was informed that it was not encouraged. After several outreaches, the woman again spoke with members of the Buzbee firm, who she felt were pressing her to make allegations of being drugged, held down, and physically assaulted, allegations that were not true. When the woman declined to adopt the version of events proposed by members of the Buzbee firm, she was summarily dropped as a client. Though the woman provided her identity to Mrs. Henderson, she wishes to remain unnamed at this time for fear of retaliation by the Buzbee firm. The information provided by this woman is in the declaration of Mary Henderson attached here to Exhibit A. All right. The information which came to the Queen Emmanuel unsolicited is further evidence in support of Mr. Carter's right to thoroughly investigate, test, and represent to the spurious allegations that have been leveled against him. We respectfully request that the court consider the additional information which was received by Quinn Emanuel only after the filing of yesterday's motion was complete, in connection with the motion to deny the plaintiff's request to proceed anonymously. All right. So once again, girl, Jay-Z's lawyers are pressing on the courts to release the identity of the plaintiff in the lawsuit against Jay-Z, but are also wanting the courts to greenlight the anonymity of this female individual who has contacted Jay-Z's attorneys in support of the claims against Tony Buzbee being an extortionist, a blackmailer, being corrupted, and literally trying to outsource for anybody who's willing to lie on Jay-Z and P. Diddy. All right? They have exhibits. They have phone calls. They have witnesses that these correspondences took place between this woman and paralegals and lawyers of Tony Buzbee's law firm, girl. This is nasty work. And remember, in the live stream before last, we just was talking about, you know, who is Tony Buzbee in this case. We really didn't know a lot about Tony Buzbee before he took on this case with accusers against Diddy. So is this a attorney who's on the right side of history and he's being met with resistance? Because of course, anytime you're trying to whistleblow and or be righteous and stand up to the supervillains of Gotham, of course there's going to be an agenda to destroy you. The enemy will use lies and slander and manipulation in order to discredit your reputation, in order to suppress your voice, and or all out take your black ass out. All right. So is it that Tony Buzbee is righteous and is innocent of these things, and that this is a retaliatory witch hunt against him by the powers of hell? Or is Tony Buzbee an agent of chaos, an agent of materiality and greed, and is using his title and his power as an attorney to shake powerful, wealthy people down for millions of dollars? And now he is being exposed as a result of being with the fuck shit of it all. Has Tony Buzbee fucked around, baby, and is finding out? Is he now met his match? Because Tony Buzbee did tell us in a statement and press conference, right, that he and his clients have already started to receive settlement money. And remember, when we read the amended lawsuit, the plaintiff, the anonymous plaintiff being represented by Tony Buzbee, was willing to drop Jay-Z name, dropped Diddy name, but kept the female celebrity who also bared witness to this unfortunate and violent ordeal. They kept that name concealed. Remember, I proposed, if the reason why Tony Buzbee firm concealed that woman's identity is because she might be one of the celebrities who paid up, who settled civilly out of court in exchange for anonymity. But we got to take it one further, right? Because if Tony Buzbee don't care about the truth and he's just trying to scare the fuck out of any celebrity he can for a payout, the woman in question may also be innocent too. This whole thing may not have never happened at all. This whole thing about being 13 in the middle of Times Square on a school night, being driven to a location that's likely not within reach of 20 minutes of Times Square, as there aren't too many U-shaped driveways within a 20-minute drive in any direction of Times Square, who was able to leave and run through the front door which is incongruent to the running theme from Don Richards' lawsuit, Lil Ross Richards' lawsuit, and other lawsuits that say that when this abuse happens, when this part of the party starts, Diddy locks down the home. There is no going out and coming in. There is no you just leaving. Matter of fact, if anything, you are not only forced to endure the night, but you may be forced to endure extra days just to recover from your injuries, from your bruises, and be administered IV drips to conceal all the things that transpired. There's a lot of New Yorkers who felt that this story isn't unlikely. It doesn't make any damn sense. There's just a lot going on, girl. It may not have ever happened at all. This female celebrity may not actually have done anything vindictive or violent or criminal, but just because Tony Buzbee was willing to list her, and it could be anybody from J-Lo to Mary J. Blige. I don't believe it's Beyonce, since her own husband is outside on Tony Buzbee's neck. Yeah, so I don't believe it's Beyonce. That would be incongruent to what Jay-Z is trying to accomplish in exposing Tony Buzbee. So who knows if Tony Buzbee also sent demand letters to J-Lo, who right now I can see J-Lo wanting to pay out for confidentiality. She already getting dragged by Shine. He got her name headlining all up and through his documentaries. Now that he a free man, and the goddamn president of Ghana, you know, he on their necks. J-Lo. Lil Rod's lawsuit was on J-Lo's neck. The shooting victim from the nightclub incident is outside these days. She's in interviews as well, keeping the story alive. J-Lo got all this shit going on with Ben Affleck. It's just so much going on, girl. I can see her ass not wanting no more negative publicity. It's more than likely J-Lo. Mary J. Blige is too unbothered, baby. And I think with her having to take care of a goddamn ex-husband through alimony and spousal support, Mary J. Blige ain't coughing up no goddamn unnecessary money, baby. Okay, I think Mary J. Blige is just gonna slip and slide, baby, and dance her way to damn victory, baby. Okay, probably didn't even respond to the voicemail to call Tony Buzbee ass back. Okay, I just don't see Mary J. Blige as the kind of girl who be settling, baby. I think Mary J. Blige is just not gonna give a damn before she be giving up her hard-earned dollars, baby, with them badass vocals and a terrible-ass choreography, baby. Okay? She giving us all or nothing. And ain't about to be sliding nobody a payday loan, honey. On what and on who. So, it's interesting. I'm not sure if Mary J. Blige is out of the country right now. She might be. What's going on, Trevor? Better be careful about what Solange has to say on period. Beyonce and DC were at an invite-only Sony party thrown by, hold on, let me see. I don't know where the comment went at. Damn. Photographer from media outlets covering the VMAs can place Jay-Z at a club but not partying with Diddy. He was, dang. Can covering the VMAs can place Jay-Z at a club but not partying. Right. Well, you know, it's already been said from people who attended these after parties that Diddy after party was in New Jersey. Jay-Z after party was in New York. So they weren't literally even in the same city following the VMAs. They were both at their respective after parties doing what they do. So the fact that this allegation puts them in the same room on the same property that New Yorkers are questioning exists within a 20-minute, 30-minute drive in either direction, you know, it ain't looking too good. The fact that Tony Buzbee is being exposed and accused of embellishing stories, all out fabricating and lying, just to sensationalize shit. You know, he's entering into his Tyrone Blackburn bag. Okay, he's getting into his Gloria Allred bag, baby. Okay, there are plenty of salacious attorneys just like him. His Brian Ponda bag. J-Lo left the after party in New Jersey with D. Diddler at 3 a.m. going back to his apartment in New York. So there is no corroboration at all, and and I'm all for victims, but that lady is lying, said Coda. See, there you go. There you go. Diddy didn't have an after party, actually. Well, Coda just said he did, and plenty of party goers are saying that he did, and that he actually hosted one in New Jersey. That is being said by people who actually attended the after party, and apparently there is a lot of circumstantial evidence to support that there was, because these parties were spoken about by celebrities and interviews, etc. So there were after parties. Yeah, the VMAs of all nights, that's the night, and most of the time, like after the Grammys, there's a Grammy after party by multiple celebrities. Hold on. You know, there's a Grammys after party. There is an American Music Award after party. There's a VMAs after party. There's a Black Girls Rock after party. There typically is a bunch of after parties following these major events. You know, this is a great time to party, to celebrate, etc., to make money, even, you know, to open up an event, club event. You know, it's an opportunity. You know, it's a festive time when these shows are being had. In 2000, of course, there was a party. That's what he was right. That's what he was known for, and that's what he's still known for. You know, even I was hearing about him in middle school. Logics, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. And depending on where in New Jersey, it takes longer than 20 minutes from Times Square. Yes, and obviously, like, this party would have been thrown by both Carter and Jay-Z in a very exclusive part of town where there is a lot of anonymity. Now, we know that wherever she was not an apartment building. It wasn't a business building, because she pulled into a U-shaped driveway of a big ass house. Okay, so this was a property. So, you know, where would there be a very upscale, high-end, upper echelon community within a 20-minute drive in any direction of Times Square? Nosy Ho, along with a lot of other New Yorkers last night, said that it's just not likely. Some people were saying, well, this is the memory of a 13-year-old. No, this is the memory of a grown woman who was recounting what happened to her at 13. Okay, so she's grown. This isn't a fouling by a 13-year-old. This is a fouling by a grown woman about what happened to her at 13 years of age. And what's interesting, right, is that she initially sued Diddy, not even Jay-Z. However, because Jay-Z was the one who held an after party in New York, she wasn't even really at a Diddy after party. She actually, in fact, was at a Jay-Z after party, but she says she was at a Diddy after party, and she sued Diddy initially, even though in her amended complaint, she then cites that Jay-Z assaulted her first. So it's just like, none of this makes any sense. You were actually at a Jay-Z party, but saying you was at a Diddy party, but then you sued Diddy first when it was Jay-Z in the amended complaint who raped you first. By all intents and purposes, Jay-Z should have actually been sued first. And it should have listed Diddy as the second co-defendant. So the story is real raggedy. On top of the fact that the initial complaint didn't cite both Sean Carter and Diddy, which plays into the narrative that Jay-Z is trying to get us to understand about Tony Buzbee. It's that they were trying to shake him down this whole time. And they have exhibits and demand letters, and they have people being able to corroborate the fact that Tony Buzbee was literally trying to outsource for people to lie on him, and even threaten that if he didn't comply financially, that he would basically find folk to accuse him of these heinous crimes and force his fucking hand. Fuzzy says, just because you got money shouldn't make you a mark. Right. By the accused crime. This is terrible. Right. And this is why, y'all, we have to be so careful when it comes to these claims. Right. Because while we know that people in power can be predatorial, we also know that people in power can be the perfect targets because they have resources. They have money. They have fame. They have things that attract opportunists. So both the common man can be a predator and powerful men and women can be predators. The pendulum definitely swings both ways when it comes to extortion, when it comes to being opportunistic, when it comes to abuse, when it comes to manipulation. Poor people prey on the wealthy, wealthy people prey on the poor. It goes hand in hand and hand in hand in hand. That's why when people bring claims to us on a public stage, we shouldn't just rush to believe somebody. You can listen to them. You can hear their allegation out, but you should, like the courts would do, you should vet the situation. You should ask the hard questions, and you should demand any evidence or circumstantial evidence that can support the person's allegations, because it's very dangerous to just rush to believe someone just because they have an allegation when, unbeknownst to you, you might be participating in a witch hunt against an actual innocent individual. And not everybody can be as strong as a Jay-Z. Not everybody can be as strong as a lot of the NFL players and a lot of the athletes and a lot of the public figures who have been factually lied on. Because some of these people took their lives as a result of being canceled, took their lives because they lost their scholarships due to false claims. I did a whole story about the dark side of the Me Too movement about 2-3 years ago on this platform. You know, high schoolers, seniors, head of the football and basketball team took their lives as a result of frivolous claims by ex-girlfriends, by girls who had been rejected, who then lied on these men and women to get their lick back. And it costed people their reputation. It costed people their scholarships. And some of them, it costed them their fucking lives. So, you know, we can't believe just anybody based upon an allegation. You can respect the allegation. You can listen to the allegation. And then once again, that allegation, like any allegation, has to be vetted. And you don't have to feel guilty about that or feel like you are victim shaming, because if any so-called victim was to walk their ass into court or walk their ass into a police precinct and make the claim, the courts and the criminal justice system would have to do the very same thing. They would have to vet it and open up an investigation. So if the criminal justice system doesn't even practice the idea of believing the victim, once again, you can hear the victim. I mean, you can hear the accuser, you can hear the accusation, and then proceed accordingly to get to the bottom of it. Then why should we, as a court of public opinion, irrationally rush to participate in people making claims in a social media space where we have already seen so much fuck shit? We've already seen so many people play with these type of allegations against famous people and public figures. It's a mess. All right, now last but not least, Tony Buzbee is being sued once again. This is his third lawsuit. He's been sued now by Jay-Z for extortion and blackmail. We're going to be keeping y'all up to date on that case. He's being sued by a former client, female client, for physical assault. Now he's being sued by a former client for withholding some of their settlement money courtesy of TMZ. All right, Tony Buzbee sued. Quote, "You held my settlement money, then charged me interest. God damn." Jay-Z isn't the only one targeting attorney Buzbee in court. A former client claims that Buzbee acted more like a loan shark than his lawyer in a personal injury case. Directly on the heels of Jay-Z's scorching attack on Buzbee, Matthew Ray Thompson Jr. is now unloading on Buzbee, filing a federal lawsuit Monday against his ex-attorney. According to the docs obtained by TMZ, Thompson says he was injured in July of 2023 while working as a deckhand on a vessel that struck a barge in the Houston Ship Channel. He says he retained Buzbee, who filed a lawsuit on his behalf in November 2023, which triggered automatic payments to Thompson from his employer while his lawsuit was pending. But in the suit, Thompson claims those payments were delivered directly, not to him, but to Buzbee's firm. And then Buzbee gave him disbursements. Wow, oh my God, with one very expensive catch. So this man got personally injured on his job, sought Tony Buzbee out, end up getting a settlement, and then Tony Buzbee had the man's settlement money restrained to his firm and then decided to pinch that man off money from his own settlement. And then keep the bulk for himself. Girl, I am fucking girl, this is a mess. This is a mess. Thompson alleges that Buzbee loaned him his own funds, and to add insult to injury, also charged him a high interest rate. Catch this, y'all. He claims that Buzbee held back more than 60% of the money he was owed, and he alleges that Buzbee has a rep for pulling this move with other clients as well. Oh my goodness, what in the hell? Oh my goodness. While Buzbee's former client doesn't make reference to Diddy or Jay-Z by name, Thompson does paint a picture of Buzbee that's similar to the claims Jay made Sunday in his scathing statement. Thompson says, quote, that Buzbee has become rich by milking settlements with threats and negative attention from people who rely on their public reputations for livelihood. Reeve reached out to Buzbee for comment, and of course, in proper fashion, there's ironically no word back yet, y'all. Y'all. I don't even know what the God this is. Girl, just Spirit Father, Spirit Mother, just go ahead and send the flood, baby. Just make sure you send my ark first, baby. Okay, so I can shield me and mine's in and close the door tight behind us, baby. Okay, just go ahead and send the flood, baby. I don't even know if we can even revise the system, baby. The earth just might need a great factory reset all over again, girl. This is a shame. So while Tony Buzbee out here trying to expose other people, baby, his ass out here getting tore out of the frame, and not just in allegations, baby. These people on his neck legally with these lawsuits. Cha. Now we have a game of mystery. This whole Diddy shit got all the makings of everything that a great what they call the sector, the criminal, the crime sector, girl. This is everything that is just ideal for those who love everything related to crime, girl. This is a mess. Extortion, abuse, lies, abuse of power, predators, monsters, under the bed, in the closet, girl. It's going to be interesting to see, y'all, who the fuck comes out on top. Who's going to come out on top? Will we be having to entertain the question of whether, because, you know, on one hand, we say there's no perfect victim, right? Sometimes the people who are victimized can also be victimizers in some instances as well. But it doesn't mean that what they're saying happened to them didn't happen to them just because they're not the perfect victim. In the same respect, we got to then, with that same psychology, default to the fact that there's no perfect hero. Is Tony Buzbee an imperfect hero? All his sins and transgressions are coming back up as a result of him trying to spotlight the transgressions and sins of others, but has been trying to do nonetheless the right thing by these. And because look, people got to be careful getting in shit, because this is the age of Aquarius. If you got shit to come up, shit is gonna come up, baby. If you got shit to come up, baby, shit gonna come up. This is the age of the naked, butt nakedy ass truth, y'all. So before you get to gossiping, baby, you got to understand and be ready to make sure that your shit is clean, honey. Or you better be ready to come face to face with your own shit, child, because it's gonna be a movie. It's gonna be a movie. But you know what I'm gonna do, y'all? While all this is happening, while all this is going on, while all this is being sorted out, girl, because the courts, girl, none of us can't even get a damn case in the damn courts now, girl, because Jay-Z and Diddy them and Tony Buzbee ass and Alex Spiro, baby, and Trump, baby, got the courts all tied up, baby. Can't none of us even get our damn applications even processed now, baby, because these folk done tied up the damn courts in a knot, baby. We ain't gonna be able to get shit done for ourselves until 6 years from damn now. But what I am prepared to do, I'm prepared, baby, to stay clear, to stay pure of heart, and to be Solange unbothered, baby. I am prepared to be Solange unbothered, baby. This is the I ain't got no bad business dance, baby. This is the baby, I ain't got no law. They ain't got nobody suing me, nobody hurting me, nobody graping me dance, baby. I ain't got nobody traumatizing me, baby. I ain't got no tired ass husband dance, baby. This is the I ain't got no bad publicity dance, baby. Let's give Solange some music, child. Hold on, let's give her some motherfucking music. Hold on. Let me see if I can give her a little background music, girl. Let me see here. Girl, this is my posture all year, girl, while we reading all this shit day in, day out, baby. This is me on the screen. This is me on the screen. Let me give her some background music real quick, like. Hold on. Because, baby, this is the I ain't got no problems dance. No, ma'am. Hold on. Oh, man, I can't even find what I was looking for. Let me see. Oh, here it is. What I'm looking for, child. Yes. We got to celebrate our differences. Thumbs up, y'all. Yes. Thumbs up, and share, y'all. Yes, God. Babe. Yes, God. Hey. Yes, God. I'm bothered for 2025. Bye, y'all.